Emerging trend, the meaning of emerging trend is in a digital education is the utilizing of advanced technology such as the use of artificial intelligence, the use of visual realities, and the use of augmented realities, and also the use of learning analytics. In education, this technology has been viewed as an embedding pedagogical or theories in digital tools. And sometimes other educators are defined as the way of using digital to enhance accessibilities of materials, resources, and other requirements of educators. So in ECD, for example, this emerging trends, it supports functional and foundational skills. That means that it has been cautioned that when you are using this emerging technology, you are supposed not to localize the prey, but also it must enable the prey in their supporting of their aims. But also on the higher education, e-learning, it focuses on support engagements, also allow interactives, but also ensure personalized learning experience. But for example, when we are talking about emerging technology or emerging e-learning, we are talking about the use of visual realities. Visual reality, sometimes it helps the students or the tutors in the higher institution like universities, like teachers in educational trainings, to help them to find materials, to explore environment in different way, but considering that there are some of the environment or there are some of the materials that are expensive or it cannot be able to access. Now, we use this emerging technology or emerging e-learning to access those materials. So the futures of this visual reality, for example, is, we are talking about the transition from theoretical to potential practices, meaning that emerging technology has enhanced the transition from the theoretical kind of teaching into potential practices, whereby the learners and the teachers can visit or can transform or they can understand other environment using the different devices. But also, it is aimed to bridge the resources gap. We know that our education system, especially in the higher institution, we need a material that is very expensive. Now, when we use this emerging technology, it helps now to feed the gap that exists between the resources and the accessibility. But also, another features of this emerging technology is it overcome the infrastructure costs. We know when we want to have infrastructure, you need to build, you need to renovate, you need to buy. But when you are using this emerging technology, you are easy now for the student or for the tutors or for the lecturers to access those materials using the headsets. But also, in the potential application of this emerging technology like visual realities, it is very interactive in teaching through the field trips and reduce costs. That means we can use headsets or we can use devices, digital devices that help teachers and their students to visit somewhere easy without entering into the costs of moving from one institution or to another institution or to other place to learn. But also it is flexible. The student or the teacher can access this from nowhere, from anywhere without need to be somewhere. But also it directs the visual interactive with the real life experience. That now the student can interact visually with the real environment without any cost. But also there is available opportunities. High available mobile penetration. One of the opportunity is that it allows because there are a lot of available mobile penetration to students. Students now are using digital devices, so it is easy for them to access this visual reality. But also policy support, there are different policies that allow the use of these emerging technology. For example, the African Union Agenda of 2063, it allows the use of visual realities. But also there is public-private partnership where they train students to use this VR. Now the risk, it can be the development of infrastructure is costful, digital divide, especially urban and rural, accessibility of the technology. There is the issues of content localization, lack of technical skills to integrate VR in teaching. Also, there is the issues of policy and privacy and securities among teachers and also among the students. Sometimes the security and policies and privacies, it affect highly because some of the students, they fear that maybe their data can be accessible without their consent. Thank you very much. This is all about the emerging technology.